Best on Tour this week is presented by Best on Tour. Sign up for free at bestontour.net. Welcome to another exciting edition of Best on Tour this week, presented by bestontour.net. I'm your host, Matt Pangrac, along with Dave Rush from Best on Tour, where we talk about what happened in professional bass fishing, both on the water and in the industry. And Dave, from the high school level all the way up through the Bass Pro Tour, we had a lot of anglers winning a lot of money and a lot of trophies on a lot of different fisheries across the country this past week.
Yes, sir. Still a lot of action going on. Seasons are winding down, but we've got a lot to talk about.
Stage 6 of the BPT took place on a very hot and steamy Potomac River, but just like the weather, the fishing was also hot. A lot of changes at the top of the leaderboard through the opening and the knockout rounds. But in that championship round, Ott Defoe records his 4th regular season BPT Tour win. Captured 78 pounds, 11 ounces of Potomac River bass, relying primarily on a 3/8 ounce green pumpkin and orange jig and a wacky rigged BPS wacky sticko worm. Ott, no stranger to the winner's circle, Dave, and also racking up a lot of money along the way.
Yeah, no surprise. Ott gets a win on a river fishery, doing it old school, pretty simple style. Good to see Ott back in the winner's circle, but to note, it is his first major win since 2021, bringing his career earnings to over $3 million and earning $195,800 in the 2025 season alone.
On his quest for another Angler of the Year title, Jacob Wheeler did not hurt himself at all at the Potomac. He enters the final stage, which is stage 7 at Saginaw Bay, set for early August with a 27-point lead over Jake Lawrence, followed by Drew Gill after that. Basically, all he has to do is make the knockout round, and Jacob Wheeler lifts another Angler of the Year trophy over his head in the final stop of the season coming up in just a couple weeks.
Yeah, another impressive season by Wheeler. No surprise. Doesn't matter the format. That guy's always near the top.
We're seeing a lot of multiple winners in a single year over the last 3 years in professional bass fishing. Another young angler with a resume that has potential to rival Jacob Wheeler within the coming years gets a win up north in New York.
Yeah, these young guys, man, they stay fishing. Tucker Smith making the trip up to Champlain, winning a shortened event on Lake Champlain, Toyota Series, getting it done there, 2-day event, bringing his yearly total to $172,750 between bass and MLF earnings, taking home a cool $40,000 for his win there at Champlain.
Between the Bassmaster Opens and the Toyota Series, this marks, I believe, the 4th event this year that was shortened to either 2 or 1 day due to weather. So that AAA level, hard to get all 3 days in, but congrats to Tucker Smith on a smallmouth victory on Lake Champlain in 2 days. I mentioned from the top to the bottom, the high school fishing Abu Garcia High School Fishing National Championship took place on Grand Lake, and I believe it was a wire-to-wire win for Cooper Moon and Carson Holbert. They used a variety of different techniques, including cranking. They have a 3-fish limit there, Dave, so it's 3 fish, 3 days of competition. They went 15-12, 13-15, 14-06, 9 fish, 44-01. The old 4-pound average comes out to play again at Grand Lake, and they take the high school national championship title for MLF. Also of note there, Dylan Sorrells, who's had a lot of success regionally and across the nation, also recently just signed a collegiate contract. He finished second along with his partner, Andrew Walters, with 41.01 on 9 fish. But Dave, good to see Grand Lake, especially with a lot of high water, a lot of moving water, come out to play. A lot of these kids talked about how good the fishing was on Grand Lake for those 15 to 18-year-olds.
Yeah, congratulations to all those anglers, and great to see organizations taking into account the heat wave we've been going through, going to 3 fish limits. The high school guys also of note, Phoenix Bass Fishing League going to 3 fish limit on the boater side as well during the summer months.
In industry news, we had him on Bass Talk Live at the end of the month, but a big event that was put together by Carl Jacobson and a lot of people across the country and actually internationally jumped in to make a positive difference in the world of professional bass fishing.
Yeah, if you're familiar with some of the stuff Carl does, one of them is a lake cleanup. I believe he started it there at Chickamauga, expanded it this year to the worldwide lake cleanup. Was 70 lakes involved worldwide, 9 different countries, and thousands of pounds of trash were collected, taken out of fisheries all across the world. So pretty awesome to see an idea kind of expand like that. And now it's a worldwide lake cleanup for Mr. Carl Jacobson.
Making this an annual event, part of Carl Jacobson giving back to the industry, to nature, to the community. Check out his social media channels, send him a direct message or an email if you're interested in getting involved in this project in 2026. Become a better angler. Go behind the scenes of the top fishing tours. Learn the business side of the fishing industry and how to get sponsorships. The Best on Tour newsletter brings you all that once a week, completely free. If you're watching this, you guys better be signed up. It's just bestontour.net, and you put all your stuff in, and you get the news of what's going on every single week. Right, Dave?
That's right. See you guys next week.
We'll be back next week. Later.